The best way to know what is written in the Bible, so that you can know the truth, know your biblical rights and obligations, and avoid false doctrines, is to read the Bible consecutively, every day, from Genesis to Revelation, every year. You can achieve that life-changing goal by participating in this Dr. Leesi Mitee's Easy Daily Bible Reading in 1 Year Challenge. It requires just a few minutes every day, listening to the Bible, the inspired Word of God. Please share your thoughts, discuss today's Bible reading, or ask questions in the comment text box. Thank you so much. Please click the subscribe button, the like button, and notification bell button.
Today is day 123 of the 365 days of the year. The 3rd of May. Today's Bible reading is from 1 Chronicles chapter 27, chapter 28, and chapter 29. 1 Chronicles chapter 27. Now the children of Israel after their number, the heads of fathers' households and the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and their officers who served the king in any matter of the divisions which came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year, of every division were 24,000. Over the first division for the first month was Jashobeam the son of Zabdiel. In his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, the chief of all the captains of the army for the first month. Over the division of the second month was Dodai the Ahohite and his division, and Mikloth the ruler, and in his division were 24,000. The third captain of the army for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada the chief priest. In his division were 24,000. This is that Benaiah who was the mighty man of the 30 and over the 30. Of his division was Ammizabad his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel the brother of Joab, and Zebadiah his son after him. In his division were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shemhuth the Israelite. In his division were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Era the son of Ikish the Tekoite. In his division were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Hele the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite, of the Zerahites. In his division were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Ebenezer the Anathothite, of the Benjamites. In his division were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharai the Netophathite, of the Zerahites. In his division were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Pirathonite, of the children of Ephraim. In his division were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldai the Netophathite, of Othniel. In his division were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, of the Reubenites, Eleazar the son of Zikri was the ruler. Of the Simeonites, Shephatiah the son of Maacah, of Levi. Hashabiah the son of Kemuel, of Aaron. Zadok, of Judah, Elihu, one of the brothers of David. Of Issachar, Omri the son of Michael. Of Zebulun, Ishmaiah the son of Obadiah. Of Naphtali, Jeremoth the son of Azriel, of the children of Ephraim. Hoshea the son of Azaziah. Of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel the son of Pedaiah. Of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo the son of Zechariah. Of Benjamin, Jaasiel the son of Abner. Of Dan, Azarel the son of Jeroham. These were the captains of the tribes of Israel. But David didn't take the number of them from 20 years old and under, because Yahweh had said he would increase Israel like the stars of the sky. Joab the son of Zeruiah began to take a census, but didn't finish, and wrath came on Israel for this. The number wasn't put into the account in the Chronicles of King David. Over the king's treasures was Asmaveth the son of Ardiel. Over the treasures in the fields, in the cities, in the villages, and in the towers was Jonathan the son of Uzziah. Over those who did the work of the field for tillage of the ground was Ezri the son of Chelub. Over the vineyards was Shimei the Ramathite. Over the increase of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi the Shippite. Over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lowland was Baal-Hanan the Gederite. Over the cellars of oil was Joash. Over the herds that fed in Sharon was Shitrai the Sharonite. Over the herds that were in the valleys was Shaphat the son of Adlai. Over the camels was Obal the Ishmaelite. Over the donkeys was Jediah the Meronothite. Over the flocks was Jaziz the Hagrite. All these were the rulers of the property which was King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a man of understanding, and a scribe. Jehiel the son of Hakmoni was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counselor. Hushai the Archite was the king's friend. After Ahithophel was Jehoiada the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar. Joab was the captain of the king's army. 1 Chronicles chapter 28. David assembled all the princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, the captains of the companies who served the king by division, the captains of thousands, the captains of hundreds, and the rulers over all the substance and possessions of the king and of his sons, with the officers and the mighty men, even all the mighty men of valor, to Jerusalem. Then David the king stood up on his feet and said, "Hear me, my brothers and my people. As for me, it was in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of Yahweh's covenant, and for the footstool of our God, and I had prepared for the building. But God said to me, You shall not build a house for my name, because you are a man of war and have shed blood. However Yahweh, the God of Israel, chose me out of all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever. For he has chosen Judah to be prince, and in the house of Judah, the house of my father, and among the sons of my father he took pleasure in me to make me king over all Israel. Of all my sons, for Yahweh has given me many sons, he has chosen Solomon my son to sit on the throne of Yahweh's kingdom over Israel. He said to me, Solomon, your son, shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever if he continues to do my commandments and my ordinances, as it is today. Now therefore, in the sight of all Israel, Yahweh's assembly, and in the audience of our God, observe and seek out all the commandments of Yahweh your God, that you may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children after you forever. You, Solomon my son, know the God of your father, and serve him with a perfect heart and with a willing mind, for Yahweh searches all hearts, and understands all the imaginations of the thoughts. If you seek him, he will be found by you, but if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. Take heed now, for Yahweh has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong, and do it. Then David gave to Solomon his son the plans for the porch of the temple, for its houses, for its treasuries, for its upper rooms, for its inner rooms, for the place of the mercy seat, and the plans of all that he had by the Spirit, for the courts of Yahweh's house, for all the surrounding rooms, for the treasuries of God's house, and for the treasuries of the dedicated things, also for the divisions of the priests and the Levites, for all the work of the service of Yahweh's house, and for all the vessels of service in Yahweh's house, of gold by weight for the gold for all vessels of every kind of service, for all the vessels of silver by weight, for all vessels of every kind of service, by weight also for the lampstands of gold, and for its lamps, of gold, by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps, and for the lampstands of silver, by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps, according to the use of every lampstand, and the gold by weight for the tables of showbread, for every table, and silver for the tables of silver, and the forks, the basins, and the cups, of pure gold, and for the golden bowls by weight for every bowl, and for the silver bowls by weight for every bowl, and for the altar of incense, refined gold by weight, and gold for the plans for the chariot, and the cherubim that spread out and cover the ark of Yahweh's covenant. All this, David said, I have been made to understand in writing from Yahweh's hand, even all the works of this pattern. David said to Solomon his son, Be strong and courageous, and do it. Don't be afraid, nor be dismayed, for Yahweh God, even my God, is with you. He will not fail you nor forsake you, until all the work for the service of Yahweh's house is finished. Behold, there are the divisions of the priests and the Levites for all the service of God's house. Every willing man who has skill for any kind of service shall be with you in all kinds of work. Also the captains and all the people will be entirely at your command. 1 Chronicles chapter 29. David the king said to all the assembly, Solomon my son, whom alone God has chosen, is yet young and tender, and the work is great, for the palace is not for man, but for Yahweh God. Now I have prepared with all my might for the house of my God the gold for the things of gold, the silver for the things of silver, the bronze for the things of bronze, iron for the things of iron, and wood for the things of wood, also onyx stones, stones to be set, stones for inlaid work of various colors, all kinds of precious stones, and marble stones in abundance. In addition, because I have set my affection on the house of my God, since I have a treasure of my own of gold and silver, I give it to the house of my God, over and above all that I have prepared for the holy house, even 3,000 talents of gold, of the gold of Ophir, and 7,000 talents of refined silver, with which to overlay the walls of the houses, of gold for the things of gold, and of silver for the things of silver, and for all kinds of work to be made by the hands of artisans. Who then offers willingly to consecrate himself today to Yahweh. Then the princes of the fathers' households, and the princes of the tribes of Israel, and the captains of thousands and of hundreds, with the rulers over the king's work, offered willingly, And they gave for the service of God's house of gold 5,000 talents and 10,000 darics, of silver 10,000 talents, of bronze 18,000 talents, and of iron 100,000 talents. People with whom precious stones were found gave them to the treasure of Yahweh's house, under the hand of Jehiel the Gershonite. Then the people rejoiced, because they offered willingly, because with a perfect heart they offered willingly to Yahweh. And David the king also rejoiced with great joy. Therefore David blessed Yahweh before all the assembly. And David said, You are blessed, Yahweh, the God of Israel our Father, forever and ever. Yours, Yahweh, is the greatness, the power, the glory, the victory, and the majesty. For all that is in the heavens and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, Yahweh, and you are exalted as head above all. Both riches and honor come from you, and you rule over all. In your hand is power and might. It is in your hand to make great, and to give strength to all. Now therefore, our God, we thank you and praise your glorious name. But who am I, and what is my people, that we should be able to offer so willingly as this? For all things come from you, and we have given you of your own. For we are strangers before you and foreigners, as all our fathers were. Our days on the earth are as a shadow, and there is no remaining. Yahweh our God, all this store that we have prepared to build you a house for your holy name comes from your hand, and is all your own. I know also, my God, that you try the heart and have pleasure in uprightness. As for me, in the uprightness of my heart I have willingly offered all these things. Now I have seen with joy your people, who are present here, offer willingly to you. Yahweh, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Israel, our fathers, keep this desire forever in the thoughts of the heart of your people, and prepare their heart for you, and give to Solomon my son a perfect heart, to keep your commandments, your testimonies, and your statutes, and to do all these things, and to build the palace, for which I have made provision. Then David said to all the assembly, Now bless Yahweh your God. All the assembly blessed Yahweh, the God of their fathers, and bowed down their heads and prostrated themselves before Yahweh and the king. They sacrificed sacrifices to Yahweh and offered burnt offerings to Yahweh on the next day after that day, even 1,000 bulls, 1,000 rams, and 1,000 lambs, with the drink offerings and sacrifices in abundance for all Israel, and ate and drank before Yahweh on that day with great gladness. They made Solomon the son of David king the second time, and anointed him before Yahweh to be prince, and Zadok to be priest. Then Solomon sat on the throne of Yahweh as king instead of David his father, and prospered, and all Israel obeyed him. All the princes, the mighty men, and also all of the sons of King David submitted themselves to Solomon the king. Yahweh magnified Solomon exceedingly in the sight of all Israel, and gave to him such royal majesty as had not been on any king before him in Israel. Now David the son of Jesse reigned over all Israel. The time that he reigned over Israel was 40 years. He reigned 7 years in Hebron, and he reigned 33 years in Jerusalem. He died at a good old age, full of days, riches, and honor, and Solomon his son reigned in his place. Now the acts of David the king, first and last, Behold, they are written in the history of Samuel the seer, and in the history of Nathan the prophet, and in the history of Gad the seer, with all his reign and his might, and the events that involved him, Israel, and all the kingdoms of the lands.